do you? That was quite the gap. Spray paint the inside of the gap there black and you won't even notice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had the bumper on and then we put the tail lights in because I wanted to make sure it was fitting up nice. And you can see the top of the bumper was about here. The bottom of the taillights are about here, so you got about a 5/8 gap there, all the way around underneath the taillights. So we have to do something a little different. So what we're going to do is actually cut this mounting point of the bumper down that 1/2 inch so that it raises the whole bumper up, and then we're going to refiberglass this in. And then spacer all the screw points, all the mounting points that we have on the top of the bumper. We're gonna get started on that. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. Sweet.
Getting there, kind of back on. So cut this out, which raised it pretty much right up to the mark.
Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good there.
Not bad. Would you like to say anything?
You know, sometimes working on cars, you try to convince yourself it's a good pastime, it's a good hobby. Then you have days like today when, I mean, if it's a mixture between the taillight manufacturer or the bumper manufacturer, someone's a fucking idiot, you know, and then you have to deal with it.
Well, this car, everything seems to be, everything you've ordered
has been pretty messed up.
Something's, yeah.
Yeah.
Taillights are out or the bumpers are out.
I'm beginning to wonder if this is actually a GST or not.
Yeah.
Did the best we could. Raised the bumper as best we could to meet those tail lights. And then I decided to spray paint a black layer inside of where the tail lights are going to go, just in case, you know, there's still a gap there. It'll be a little less noticeable that way. And then got our fiberglass back on there. So let that dry. Maybe do a second coat. And then got a bunch of bondoing to do, which will be sweet.
Ram jam. Car's coming together. What's happening with the car today?
Well, I mean, rumor has it that it's getting primered.
Nice.
That's a rumor.
Nice.
Now, the bodywork is finally, well, mostly done. I still got doors to do, which I just realized the other day.
And what do you have to do with the doors?
Pretty much have to grind them down in the corners here so that they'll still seat.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to be fun.
Yeah. What a project it has been, though, guys. Probably why they wear a face mask when they do that, you know?
Good job, Rob.
Well, that definitely took some meat off there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now we just sand her a little nicer. Get it a little flatter.
That's good.
Let's sand that stuff. I gotta say, I do like the screen on the front. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, you can see the. Oh, that's right. I forgot. So you can see what you're doing.
Yeah. And it looks like I'm looking. Well, no. Gotta be looking at the camera.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Kind of see what you're doing.
YouTube, what's going on? So I was sitting here and I was doing some more body work on the Mitsubishi, and I realized how long it's been since I've done a video, an update, or anything. It's been super hard to get on the camera and be doing all this work at the same time. I'm insanely busy right now, and I know it's always an excuse, but it's true. So I figured I'd do a little update on where we're at. I was actually sitting here kind of cleaning up the back window, getting it ready to tape off for primer. And, you know, a pretty neat little trick some people don't know is steel wool. Steel wool is like the best thing to get out like little scratches and like dirt and grime. Like you can see here, if this thing will let me do it, is this is what it looks like before being cleaned, right? And then this corner is kind of like all nice and cleaned up, and actually you can see like I've got a lot of the scratches out as compared to this side, and dirty, and you know, just a cool little tidbit there. Anyway, this is where we're at. So I wish this thing would work with me. This has been a ton of work. Like I said in the other video, the body kit, there's no way I was gonna be able to take this body kit, bolt it on, and say, yeah, okay, that gap's okay, that body line, the skirt line, that looks good, yeah. And the back bumper, my God, like just, like not even close, man. And the taillight gap, I mean, you saw that, but like, pretty brutal. Like I'm not happy with it at all. So as you can see, a ton of bondo work has gone into this thing, and it's just about ready for primer, thank God. Maybe a couple little more touch-up spots, and then the plan is to primer and then get it over to the tuner, do the engine, drop it in, and then I'm gonna bring it back and get my buddy to paint it up. And I think I've decided to go with white, and I just like the idea of white with the black spoiler, black rims. You know, we're gonna tint these windows, sort of like it's just gonna be the black accents and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just going with that. So take you on a little trip here. And like, you can see the amount of bondo that went in here, but it's just nice and smoothed out. Fucking perfect. Looking good. And then, oh yeah. And then this rear bumper alone was in terrible shape. Terrible shape. Like, it's still got to get sanded down. Like, just a little bit more care. I don't want to have to resand the whole bumper. Maybe like a corner, that's acceptable, but the whole bumper, that's excessive. Got her all molded in with the gas cap here. Looks good. And then the side skirt work here. Quite a bit of messing around there. Of course, we had to fill between the fender and the side skirt here. Get that filled. This is all nice and smooth now. And, you know, your standard bumps and bruises on a 95 Eclipse. So other than that, it's pretty well ready to go. But again, I should apologize for not being able to get as much footage as I would like. Although, I mean, realistically, it's just literally bondoing and sanding over and over and over again for days. So, you know, it is what it is. So once we're done getting this prepped, we'll shoot it with primer, and we'll get it off to the engine guy. Now, the other thing is the front bumper. I may have to do that on another video. I'm not sure. I might put it in here. But the front bumper, I'm not even gonna mock up. I know there's gonna be some bondoing and cutting that I gotta do with that one on the front. So I'm gonna have to do that once the car comes back, and probably before we send it out for paint. We'll have to quickly mock it up and just get it on the car. So another little project there. So stay tuned. You can sit here and enjoy the scenery. It's a nice drawing.
Yeah, whoever drew that, it's pretty good.
Pretty talented. A couple nice cars he chose too.
It's not bad. That's quite the list.
Well, I mean, we're kind of
Mustang,
focusing. Yeah, there's like 3 things we're focusing on here.
You got the Mishu.
Yeah, the Mustang's got a pretty expensive.
That's an expensive list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, and it depends on. You are going GT500, right?
I think so. Yeah. Ah, man. I keep going back.
Forth.
Keep going back from the 350 to the GT500.
Yep.
I don't know.
So in about what? In about 2 weeks, maybe a week. It's gonna be seats and get that roll cage going. Well, add to it. Power steering will get done. And then we got a rear seat delete to build and put some amps and subs into and shit like that.
Oh, and then add to the roll bar, the roll cage.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet.
That's gonna look good.
But that's not what we're here to talk about right now. Right now, we're here to talk about the Mishu. She looks primed and ready to go. Hey? Not too bad. Could you even tell? Did you even know that it's gone? You didn't know. There's also the side skirt. You didn't even know. It's all one piece, bud. This body is all one piece. But the, what do you call it? The, I don't know. the cherry on top right now, because we don't have any paint on here yet, but we do have paint somewhere. And it looks pretty good. Look at that bay. Take a look at it!
That is clean.
Nice and shiny! Ignore these right now. Those are gonna get painted.
Yeah, those look good.
That's seriously what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I really didn't expect that. Like, I had Buddy come over and we degreased and sanded and he got to spraying, and as soon as that first coat went on, I was like, holy damn, it's gonna look good. I don't know, I think he did 3 coats and she was good to go. Anyway, so this is done. So now it's Wednesday, today's Monday. Off to the tuners on Wednesday. We're gonna trailer it down there. Engine goes in, new ECU goes in, everything gets hooked up for the most part. Comes back to the house. Now that the intercooler's on, we're going to get the bumper mocked up. And we will prime that baby, slap her on, and this thing's getting painted. So we're getting there. It's close now. Close. I've also sourced my racing seats that I'm going to use. A little back and forth on if I want to really get a new dash, because this dash is all, you know, heat warped. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, looking good. What do you think, Matt?
It's coming along.
Yeah.
It's actually looking really good now.
Yeah.
Those primed.
Well, and those front brakes are supposed to be here pretty quick.
Yeah, these things gotta go.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Like, they're pretty nice. That's a nice set of brakes. Actually, the calipers aren't even on. That's just the roller.
Yeah, it's literally.
So there's the calipers.
We got e-brake to stop us.
But okay. What brakes? Oh, Willwoods.
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 Yep.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna be sweet whenever they show up. It's been months.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They were supposed to be here August 8th. It is now October 26th or something. So they were close.
That's a few minutes.
It's a few minutes. What was the other thing I was just thinking? Oh yeah, rims and tires. Rims I ordered. God, actually, here. Can you see what's happening on my phone?
That's beauty.
That is beauty.
That thing has gone to shit throughout the day.
Oh man! So can we quickly try and figure out?
That's nice.
Car ID, because I did order them off Car ID. Matt actually got me on the Car ID here. The Avid 1 AV28s in black. I would show you, but obviously that's pointless.
They'll come out looking purple.
Yep. they're like a 5-spoke, nice. It's got the machine lip, and they look slick. And then so the tires, I haven't even told Matt this yet.
Oh, fuck.
Not that it's a surprise, because he knew which tires I was using, but the Firehawk Indy 500s are going on here. So I did an 18 by 9.5 all the way around, and 255s are going. The Firehawk 255s are going all the way around here. So we should have some good traction. Can use them in the wet conditions, and yeah, hopefully we can put some power to the ground. Depending on what this thing, I don't even know what this thing's gonna shoot out for power, but hopefully over 420. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we're gonna have to siphon some E85 into this guy too. And we're gonna go through those barrels like nuts.
Oh man,
like it's gonna be brutal.
We're gonna have to have like a few of them on hand.
Yeah, I think so.
It's nice because you can get them delivered. So
true. You just do a swap
and
out program.
they just pick up the empty one and drop off some fresh new E85.
Yeah, baby. But anyway, so a little update on this guy, and we'll probably get back at you. I don't know. Maybe we can make some trips to the tuners and stuff, and do a little bit of that. Gets back here and we get some paint going. So.